Hello everybody, welcome to the weekly energies. This is for the week of 10th to the 16th of October. How have you survived the full moon in Aries? I'm recording this on Friday, the 7th of October. So yes, I've been feeling the energies, but I'm very intrigued to see what this weekend brings. It's going to look different, obviously, for everybody, but it's going to be bringing up a lot of fears. This new full moon is influenced by Chiron in Aries. So it's bringing up some wounds that need healing in all of us. So this is where we might be getting tested. I've already done a full moon in Aries reading. So if you want to go and have a look at that, the energy is still going to be in play for the next couple of weeks. And there is an opportunity to have a free personal reading with me. Okay, guys, let's get into the weekly energy. 10th to the 16th of October. Now it's very Venusian this week. We have a staggering 5 planets with the ruler of Venus. The sun's in Libra, ruled by Venus. Venus is in Libra, which she feels very comfortable in because she rules Libra. Mercury then goes into Libra, which again is ruled by Venus, about Tuesday, Wednesday. Then we have the North Node in Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. And we have Uranus, which is in Taurus, which is also ruled by Venus. So there you go, guys, which I'm liking the energy of Venus. She comes to bring in balance, but don't be fooled by Venusian energy. This is where it's going to be touching our hearts to see where our love, how we give love, how we receive love, where things are unbalanced in all of our relationships. We're in the sign of Libra, meaning relationships of all kinds. This also can mean contracts, negotiations. Let's get into the energy. What do we have in store? We have balance, spirituality and practicality. I do believe I pulled this for the weekend reading as well. So all we have to do is surrender. If we've been triggered and we have reacted, and no shame, no blame, release the guilt, forgive yourself, because when we're in Aries, something is been burning within inside of us with this Aries full moon, and it can be blurted out. It can be expressed in an aggressive way. It's only because Aries is fire, and Aries people are misunderstood when they speak because they're so passionate. It comes over as quite aggressive, but it's that fire within. So try and channel that and try and see where this sits within your body. And this is what this is saying. Balance, spirituality and practicality. Take a breath. Take some time out this week to see what it was all about. But remember, forgive yourself. Communication is key. We have Mars in Gemini. This is Moon in Gemini. New Moon in Gemini. Mars rules Aries also. There's something how we communicate is being coming up to have a look at. It's being come up to heal. There's some kind of wounding. Remember I was saying about the Chiron is associated with this full moon. Something to do with our wounding. But it's also standing in your truth, coming from a place from the heart. Remember, we're in that Venusian energy, the goddess of love. So communication is key this week. What else do we have? There she is. Scales of balance. Something wants to come into your emotional world to balance. Now, this says a win-win outcome is forecast, and it is. When we have so many planets in Venus, yes, it might be tumultuous, especially when Aries is involved, because Aries is the opposite sign to Libra. So the sun is in Libra. This is where the focus is going to be, but also the opposite sign of Aries wants to bring in that courage, strength, standing in your power, but with a more loving vibe, with a more balanced way. Because Libra is about relationships with everybody. It can be a little bit of a people pleaser. So an Aries wants to get that balance. We want to get the balance, but not too much. So it's speaking your truth, but come from a place from your heart is the message I'm getting for this week, guys. So let's see what else we have. Show the world the real you. Aquarius energy. It's time to show the world the real you. Where have you been settling for less? Where have you been giving your love and it's not being reciprocated? Remember, we're in the sign of Libra, which is all relationships, even the one with ourselves. So this dynamic can be come across career relationships, personal relationships, family dynamics, marriages. Look what's at the bottom. A new start is coming, new moon. The next new moon we have is the 26th of October, and this is a solar eclipse. So there's something coming up from this full moon in Aries, and I knew it would because I was feeling this energy middle of September, that this was significant. This Aries full moon is significant to trying to bring things up in the air, illuminate things that wants to come into balance, to bring in a new energy. When we have a new moon eclipse, it brings the new energy, but it's on steroids. Eclipse energies are new moons and full moons on steroids. So we're entering this eclipse season right now. So let's see with the tarot then what else we have coming in. Actually, before I do, guys, I want to just pull my astrological cards and see what planet is influencing this week. What planet is influencing the weekly energies? 10th to the 16th, what do we have? Pisces. Pisces energy ruled by Neptune. Neptune is in retrograde, meaning going over the past, going over illusions. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac before it goes into a brand new cycle in Aries. So there's something that we've been going over from the past that wants to come to a conclusion. This is why it may have been tested at the weekend. This may be why it was tested at that full moon, because this wants to end out. Pisces is ruled by Neptune, as I've said. Now, Neptune is about dissolving attachments, dissolving things that have been illusion, what you've been putting yourself under illusion, or other people have been putting you under illusion. It is a dreamy energy. It's also highly spiritual, and it wants you to trust your intuition at this time, your heart. Trust your heart. Okay, guys. What do we have at the bottom of the deck? Wow, Pluto. On the 8th of October, Pluto went direct. Now, for those of you not familiar with retrograde and direct, it basically means a planet technically, but not technically, goes backwards in the sky. It goes over all things to be reviewed, released, and reflected upon. So there's been a heavy influence of Pluto energy. Pluto rules Scorpio. Scorpio is the sign that this eclipse is going to be in. So Pluto rules this next eclipse that I was talking about. We have a South Node, which is our karma, currently in Scorpio, ruled by Pluto. Pluto was a big player and has been a big player. He's been in retrograde for 5 months. For those of you that are interested in this astrology, please check out my description box. I did a Pluto retrograde, what was coming up for you, what was releasing at this time, because it's relevant. And why I bring this up this week, because on the 8th of October, so that was only a few days, well, it was one day before the full moon, Pluto went direct. So things that have been coming up for the past 5 months, they've been in this energy, Plutonian energy, transformation. Pluto is very deep. In mythology, he's the god of the underworld. So this has been a significant full moon for everybody, guys. Let's get into the tarot. Don't fear change. That's all I want to say with this. It can be challenging, but when it's challenging, do what these cards are saying. Go into this spirituality. Go into that reflective mode. Go into meditation. Go write in a journal. See what it is, where it feels uncomfortable, because these energies are not new. We have so many planets in retrograde right now. These things have been coming up. They've been nudging us from the past. Old wounds want to be released. It wants to set you free, because as this card says, show the world the real you. These energies are wanting to release, to set you free from some old restrictions that have been getting in the way from your dreams and desires. Let's see what the tarot have to say. What do we have for this week? There you go. There's your dreams and desires. There's your inner child that wants to play, wants to be supported, wants to be loved. Things that are falling away from your life, they're not being resonating, they're not being balanced. Libra, the scales of justice. The sun is currently in Libra. As I've said, it's a very Venusian energy, very love-based energy. That doesn't mean it's all going to be fairy tales and roses. It's going to be showing you things from your heart that need to come into balance. What else do we have? Some of us have had to walk away from some old wounding. This is the 8 of Cups. 8 is taking back your power. This guy is walking away to his destiny. He's walking away with that 9th cup. The card after this is the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment in tarot. This is emotional. The full moons are about emotions. They want to illuminate emotions that no longer serve us. This is the eclipse energy here. The sun and the moon. It's powerful time right now, guys. It's transformational. Wants to end out the negative cycle. 10 of Swords. You can see this guy's been through it. He's absolutely cream crackered. But the sun is shining in the background. It can't go any further. It's done. It's dusted. Take the lesson. Take the blessing from the lesson. It's been a long cycle. A long cycle, but the 10 is completion. This is what wants to come in. This is what the universe wants to gift you with. Peace, harmony, balance, equality, fairness, justice. All those beautiful vibrational, high vibrational words. Not deceit, not lies, not manipulation, not control, not resentment, not anger. Peace, love, joy. Exactly what you're worthy of. What's at the bottom of the deck, guys? The moon. Highlighting the full moon, but also the moon governs fears, the unknown, secrets buried very deep. Keep going on this path. Work through your fears if they're coming up this week, guys, because it will bring the sunshine. It will bring the balance. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Take care.